two-time Paul Bear Brown Award winner, two-time Walter Camp Coach of the Year, Greg Mogner Award, Bobby Dobb Coach of the Year, AP College Football Coach of the Year, two times Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year. I'm sorry, two times AP College Football Coach of the Year. Also, Home Depot Coach of the Year, Sporting News Coach of the Year, Liberty Mutual Coach of the Year, Bobby Bowden Coach of the Year, five-time SEC Coach of the Year, the GOAT, the greatest coach to ever do it. Alabama great, the legend, the man, the myth. Nick Saban is finally retired. What is college football finna be like now? Let's talk about it. First, before we get into this video, guys, man, if you hear a few things in the background, my wife's in the kitchen cooking. My kid is over there watching her tablet, okay? So don't mind the noise. Focus on this voice here. Guys, Nick Saban is... Nick is done. Nick is retired. Nick is not finna go coach anywhere else. Nowhere. He's done. The greatest coach to ever coach the game of football is done. I don't know how to feel because my Arkansas Razorbacks never got to beat Nick Saban at his peak, at his highest. Yeah, we beat him at LSU, big whoop, but we never beat him when he built a dynasty at Alabama. We never did. Now he want to go and leave and quit and just go bye-bye? No, I'm not going to be selfish, man, but now this is really a goodbye Nick Saban. You know, the game has been great with you. People who truly know college football know you can't say college football without speaking about Nick Saban. This one caught everybody by surprise. Definitely me. You know, I was watching this guy, Matt Be Great YouTube channel, man. He was just saying how he was, upset that Alabama got put out. One game before the national championship, he was like, oh, man, Nick Saban ain't finna go nowhere no time soon. I just watched that video today. Today is January 10th. I watched the video today, and all of a sudden, news come to my phone, Nick Saban has retired. So it just tells you, man, you just never know. But, man, let's talk about a little bit of Nick Saban, man. Let's talk about a little bit what he done. So, a little bit about Nick, man. He is from Fairmont, West Virginia. Okay? From Fairmont. I don't know why it's hard for me to say that word. Graduated. Went to school at Kent State. Graduated. Played DB there also. He also played DB. That's why he's so big on defense. He was a DB himself. So he played it. He wasn't just, I ain't saying he was great, but he played it. Nick Saban, he played it. All right, so he got his degree in business. Got his degree in business. And then, wait. After he got his degree, he was finna go into automotive sales. I'm not lying to you. It's there. He was finna go into automotive sales, but his coach said, you know what? Come on, I got something for you. Then he hired him on as a grad assistant. So just think about this, man. Nick Saban wasn't even finna be a coach, but he was finna go and be do sales and automotives. The greatest coach, to me, would have never touched the college football field if it wasn't for that, his coach. Would have never touched the field at all. So, big thanks. Huge thanks to the man Don James for bringing Nick and making him a grad assistant. And Saban also got his master's, by the way. He got his master's in sports administration from Kent State also. So Nick is a very bright man, very smart man. So that's a little bit about Nick Saban and how he got started. So we all know as I just told you, he got started because his coach, Don James, told him like, hey man, come be my grad assistant. Come do that. So he done that, and all of a sudden, here we go. Nick coached with him for a while. Then all of a sudden, here comes Toledo. Nick get his first big shot out on at Toledo. in 1989, December 22nd, 1989. A few days before Christmas, Nick got hired on to be the Toledo head coach. That's what started his head coaching career. All right, so he coached there at Toledo for one season. Then he went and became the defensive coordinator at with Cleveland Brown. That's when he met up with Bill Belichick. And he did that for 4 seasons. Okay? After 4 seasons, Saban became the head coach of Michigan State. 1995, that's when Michigan State said, you know what? Come on, Nick. We want you. We see you making a little noise, so we want you. Before you get too big. They seen something in Nick, so they said, come on, Nick, we want you. So Nick stayed there 3 seasons, 95, 96, 97, 98. 99, SEC come calling. LSU, how you doing, Nick? We want you, come on. LSU gets that man, Nick Saban, okay? So after he coached at LSU for a little while, then it's like, you know what? It's time, man. It's time to try my feet back in the NFL again. He coached there from 99 to 2004. That's when the Dolphins called him like, hey, I know about you, Nick. Your name is buzzing around here. Come on up here. His career in the NFL was not really just nothing to be so, oh my gosh, about. Like, it really wasn't. He done most of his damage, most of his damage in college. But man, he was with the Dolphins for a little while, you know. So after he left the Dolphins, but before I get off the Dolphins, talk about the Dolphins. I feel like the only reason he left the Dolphins was because I don't know if a lot of you guys heard about Drew Brees. You know, he messed his shoulder up. Supposed to be like a season-ending injury. And if you've been keeping up with Drew, like I have, Drew is one of my favorite quarterbacks. He no longer can raise his right arm above his head. Like, he can't bring it up. But he kept playing through it in the NFL. Got records set. But he really messed himself up because he shouldn't have been playing. Should have had surgery on it. This, that, and the third. So it came to a point that they needed a quarterback. And Nick wanted Drew. But I guess some confrontation was going on. They didn't want Drew Brees because they understood that his shoulder messed up. He ain't going to be the same. We all know Drew Brees has set record in the NFL, won a championship. And, I mean, he's one of the greats. So after they decided to go with another quarterback by the name of Dante Culpepper, who was coming off a season-ending knee injury, that's when he was like, you know what, yeah, I'm done. I'm stepping down. I don't want to be here no more. I wanted Drew Brees. You guys don't want him, so I'm stepping down. So as he went on and, you know, had to go out through the season, that's when they started talking like, I'm hearing Bama get Nick. I'm hearing Bama get Nick. I'm hearing Bama get Nick. You know, he wasn't really saying too much because the season was really going on. But after the season, you know, he said, I won't be the head coach. You thought. On January 7th, following me with the Dolphins owner, you know, Saban went ahead and announced that he accepted the job to become Alabama's 27th head coach. That is when it all started, guys. And he's been on a rant since then. I mean, Nick Saban since then. He's been great. He's been awesome. The man has 7 national championships to his name. 1 at LSU, the rest of them with Alabama. Like I said, my Arkansas Razorbacks has never beat him while he was at Alabama. You know, Ole Miss can say they beat him. Auburn can say they beat him. LSU can say they beat him. Georgia can say they beat him. But Arkansas can't say they beat him, man. We just can't. You know, okay, so when he got hired on with Alabama, man, he made him one of the highest paid coaches, collegiate and in the pros. That's big time. That's real big by Nick Saban. You know, and just so that's really much. I mean, that's really it with Nick, man. Nick had teams he should have won with but didn't. Then he had teams he shouldn't have won with but did. Nick Saban is, to me, the greatest. It's not even debatable. He's the greatest college head coach to play this game, to coach this game, I mean. And Nick, it's goodbye, Nick. Thank you for everything you've done for this game. It's going to be different now, man, because now it's like, who is going to be that coach? Which I think we got an idea who's going to be that coach to take over and be like, we got to beat him now. In my mind, it's going to be Georgia's head coach, Cause I mean, he's just like Nick. He's just like Nick. So I mean, he coached with Nick, coached under Nick. I mean, he's just like Nick. So that's now gonna be the Alabama. Another thing is, who is going to take over after this man at Alabama? Who? Who was finna put on them shoes this man carried? I mean, this man walked around in. You knew the expectations at Alabama is you gotta win. You have to win. You must win. If you ain't win a national championship, you just had a bum year. Are they willing to pay somebody to come in and pick up this man's, jock strap off the ground? 'Cause that's what you're doing. This man got 6 national championships at this school. What are you gonna come in and do? I don't know, man. We got a lot to talk about. Really, man, this topic by itself can just be ongoing forever. But it caught me by surprise, as it caught everybody else by surprise. Nick Saban has just up and retired, man. I mean, he's getting up. He's up there in age, man. He's 70-some years old, but he looks good. The game is different now, man. I mean, Nick Saban not being here is different. Nick Saban hanging up his hat, hanging up his suit. I don't know what Saturday Night Football is gonna look like now, cause Nick ain't gonna. It's no more Nick Saban, man. Who is going to take his place? We got to talk about it, man. We got to sit back and just let it play out. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed Nick Saban as much as I have. He has not been beat up too much at all. He has not. Nick Saban record as a head coach. And before we end this, at Alabama, 201 and 29. The man coached from Alabama from 2007 to 2023. And only been beat 29 times. Give it up, man. Nick Saban, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Man, if you don't give a like for me, man, give a like for Nick Saban. All right? Give a like for Nick Saban. Nick, appreciate you. We out.